John, it feels like a night where the comeback's great, but the penalties just really caught up with you this evening.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you look at the game in general, there's times where you have to be able to come from behind, and I thought we clawed our way back into the game, but I think when you look at the types of penalties we took and the amount of penalties, that was the difference in the game.
You mentioned it after Saturday's game and again this morning that it's been addressed. How else can you send this message to stay out of the box?
Well, there's always different ways to address it. I think that I talked to the team after, and I commended them on. Like I said, there's games they're tied. Sometimes you have a lead. Sometimes you got to come from behind. So I think there was lots of positives from that. But when the difference in the game is penalties, I think there's ways you have to address them. We're going to take a look at them, and we'll work through it. We'll work through it together. But it's got to come to a stop.
What did you see in them falling behind, but then to reset? And what was the change to get back into it?
Well, I thought we played a little bit faster in the second period, and then I think when you look at the goals, we were playing a North game, and one was off the rush, and then the other one was the offensive zone where we made a nice play to get in, get big and heavy on the puck, and had our ozone set up really, really good in that situation. So, and then obviously the third goal, we talked in between the second and third about getting to the net front more. And we did that and got rewarded with a tip goal. And then the difference in the game was 6 power plays. They get 1 and you lose by 1.
How did you feel for Gustafsson to kind of keep his focus through the crowd and the chanting and kind of the challenge that was for him to navigate?
Gus was fantastic. He made some big saves, especially with the amount of kills that we had. I thought he played well, and it was nice to see him stay focused, and he was no different tonight than he was any other night. He was really solid back there and made big saves, and he gave us a chance.
With Zuccarello, is this a kind of a day-to-day thing, or what kind of popped up with him since he'd been skating?
Yeah, it's day-to-day.
Do you think tomorrow's a possibility then?
Possibility, I don't know yet.
Their stars kind of delivered to you. Crosby, you've seen it before, and Malkin. Just how much that difference in a game when those guys can rise like that.
Yeah, those guys are certainly difference makers in the game. But I think when you give talented players like that many opportunities on the power play, lots of times it also fuels their 5-on-5 game. You're getting touches, you're getting looks, they're getting ice time, they're getting offensive chances, and a lot of times that bleeds into the 5-on-5. And this is all the things that we need to talk with our group about. Is that when you're giving the other team's power play an opportunity to make a difference in the game, then you're not going to be on the right side of winning a lot, and that's the mentality we got to get to, and we'll certainly address it. And I'm confident in this group that we will be better with it moving forward, starting tomorrow.
You obviously know what Fleury meant here. Is that kind of what you expected to hear from the crowd this evening with him not playing?
Yeah, who doesn't love Flower? He's had a great career. He's been fantastic here, not only on the ice, off the ice. So, not surprised.
Krill had that chance at the late in the game there too. You'd think on the bench that was a chance to tie right there.
Yeah, I thought he had a chance, and then Boldy had one too. I think coming off the left side, it was either Boldy or Eck, and we shot it and just missed the net. But the whole weak side of the net was wide open. And unfortunately, when we got those chances, we weren't able to capitalize on them.
What do you thought of Krill's game recently? I know he hasn't had the production recently, but what do you thought of Krill the way he's been playing?
I think Krill's been playing really well. I think he's extremely competitive. I think he's generating offensive chances. I think he's been good 5-on-5, good on the power play. And I think when a player like that continues to play the way he plays and generate the chances that he gets, it's not a matter of if, it's when.